So, this is an interesting little set. This is the LEGO Marvel Avengers set number 77905, Taskmaster's Ambush. This hard-to-find set is very loosely based on the chase scene as seen in the much-delayed Black Widow standalone film that finally released in July 2021. But the official description just calls it an epic battle from Marvel Studios' Black Widow movie. Originally, this was going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for 2020, but a certain pandemic had other plans, and this set was eventually sold through Amazon in the US for $40. And now with the Thunderbolts movie finally on the horizon, I thought it might be a good time to open it up. But first, taking a look at the box, you immediately notice that there's something special about this set. The usual LEGO product shot has been replaced by a hand-drawn illustration depicting Red Guardian, Black Widow, and Taskmaster. The logo top left feels oddly placed, but not as weird as a small special limited edition text at the top. But my guess is that some Comic-Con graphics were quickly removed from the packaging before production, much like the one seen included on the Nebulon B frigate set. I do like the details all in one line at the bottom, and the small red Avengers logo bottom right looks awesome. The back of the box looks more like a traditional LEGO product, with the one shot of the set in the middle, even if it is missing a nice background. There's some more logos along the sides along with a duplicated illustration of Black Widow, and at the top we get a 1:1 scale of the included Black Widow minifigure in a cool white suit. Now we finally get to the moment where I open up this limited edition box, and this reveals two unmarked plastic bags, a small instruction booklet that sort of reminds me of a comic book, and a sticker sheet with 6 stickers. Because there's no numbers on the bags, you basically need to open up everything, throw it out and sort it out as you see fit. And the instructions waste no time getting into the build, where we start off with building out all 3 of the included minifigures, as well as their accessories. After that, we get into building the small base that has a nice black tile border and some grey pieces for rocky texture. When that's all done, we move on to building the 6-wheeled vehicle that includes some nice elements and accessories. And while the build was over quite quickly, I was surprised how much I enjoyed it, and I think it's because it reminded me a bit of old school LEGO vehicles. And once you are done building and placing your figures, you should end up with these extra pieces. Now, onto the set. The completed build is made up of 230 pieces and measures over 12 centimeters high, 12 centimeters wide, and 12 centimeters deep. It also has a very low age rating of 7 and up. While this is a tiny diorama set, I absolutely love the composition of the completed build, and I also really like the color palette. Something about orange, black, and navy LEGO builds makes it feel a little retro to me. Removing the figures and vehicle gives us a good look at the base, and it always looks good to me with that black tiled border, and the arrangement of trans orange pieces coupled with some very well placed grey bricks gives us some great texture for the terrain. This angled rocky outcrop that's attached to the base by pins is pretty straightforward, but it does a great job at holding the vehicle in place with zero stress on the parts. Speaking of the vehicle, I really like how the scaled down vehicle looks. The official description calls it a monster truck, even if it does look a little bit more like the land-to-sea vehicle Taskmaster uses in the film. But whatever it's called, I like it. The standout for me are the 6 large wheels that move independently from each other thanks to a few technical elements to make them rotate and pivot, which is very cool for play because it can go over rough terrain just like in real life. And I also like how bouncy it makes the suspension look. The body of the vehicle also has some good slanted shaping, and like I've mentioned, I love the colors used here. To the front we get a nice black grille piece and 2 stickers for detail that I wish I placed closer together. There's also a very small windshield, and I like the use of light grey paint rollers for the side view mirrors. There's not much going on in the cockpit save for a classic steering wheel, but there's enough place to comfortably seat one minifigure. To the sides we get 2 more stickers and some basic detailing, and at the back we get a very tall antenna, a spot for a bow and arrow piece, as well as a very cool looking brick-built grey jerry can. And to the back left we also get another spot to attach Taskmaster's shield when not in use. The shield is built out of 2 pieces, and unfortunately the detailing is a sticker, so be sure to place it correctly. The vehicle also comes with a large security crate complete with a printed security panel. And inside we get a printed cell phone, a black briefcase, and 2 vials of what could possibly be red dust, but I'm not 100% sure, so please let me know in the comments if you know. Now moving on to the minifigures, starting with Black Widow. This is an exclusive version of the character because she's wearing her all-white suit that has some excellent printing on the legs and torso, with a standout for me being her golden belt with a red buckle. I am a bit let down by the lack of arm printing though. The hairpiece is also nothing new, but I like that it is the red-headed version and not the newer blonde. And much like the hairpiece, she also reuses her head with dual face prints. And for accessories, Black Widow comes with her 2 trans blue electroshock sticks. Next up, we have Taskmaster. This figure is the only non-exclusive figure in this set, as it can also be found in the Black Widow's helicopter chase set. We don't get any leg printing for this figure, but the back and torso printing is great, and I for one like the color palette of the suit with those blue and orange accents. We only get one printed side for the silver head, but what we get is great and very detailed. And for accessories, we get a machete and the previously mentioned shield. And finally, we have Red Guardian, which is my favorite figure of the bunch, but also in many ways the most disappointing. For starters, his back and torso printing is fantastic, with very good quality white printing on the red. But unfortunately, he comes with no arm or leg printing. His hair suits the character very well, but I would have loved to see a recolor of Captain America's helmet piece as an extra option. The head reuses the same one we got for Hopper in the Stranger Things set, which makes sense, but you might have noticed that mine has been printed a little wonky, which makes him look a bit goofy. And his shield has been done the same way as Taskmaster's, with LEGO opting to go with a sticker for the detail instead of printing like on Captain America's shield. So for a very small set like this, it definitely makes for an eye-catching display piece. The vehicle looks amazing, and I love how easily it can be removed from the set to be played with. The fact that we get 3 minifigures is also fantastic, with 2 of them being exclusive to this set, but unfortunately there was a bit of corner cutting involved with them, which is a bit disappointing. Value-wise, the price was pretty good at the time of release, even if it was released in limited quantities, but taking a quick look online shows that you can still pick up the set at not so crazy asking prices. Anyways, let me know what you think about this set, and please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you like this review and what we do. And as always, thanks for watching.